Sean Sewell with Engearment.com in our beautiful mountains of Colorado, here with a really fun video on the Patagonia Nano-Air light bottoms. These guys right here, the Puffy pants. If you've seen my other videos on Puffy pants, I love Puffy pants. It's one of my favorite hacks for cold weather camping and just cold weather activities in general. These might be the most comfortable and functional insulated pants I've tested yet. So let's get into it. First, we'll start with sizing. I am 215 pounds, 33-inch waist, 32-inch inseam, and these are a men's large. They are a 31-inch inseam on purpose. As you can see here, they taper quite a bit. So they play nicely inside a boot or as a mid layer or as a base layer. Right now I have them over just some merino boxer briefs. Sometimes I'll use them over a merino base layer. And sometimes I'll use them as a mid layer underneath a hard shell pant for winter camping and stuff like that. So what these are is active insulation puffy pants. There are different kinds of insulated puffy pants. There's the down insulated, meant to keep you warm and be lightweight. There's synthetic, which is warm, not as lightweight or compressible. Then there's active insulation, which is kind of fun. It's a newer category, right? Last few years. And I love the Nano-Air line and the Nano-Air Light line, and also the upcoming Nano-Air Ultralight, which we have a teaser video on. But this features their active insulation that they call full range. It's a panel style insulation. There's 40 grams of it in here, so just enough to take the edge off. I've camped, the coolest I've been in these is about 20 degrees. I anticipate I'll get a chance to use these here deeper in the winter. Much colder temperatures. But what I like about these is they're not so warm that you're going to get sweaty potentially or overheating them if you go from static use to active use. So I have no problem using these when camping in temperatures in the 20s overnight. In my sleeping bag, one of my favorite hacks on how to push a sleeping bag or a quilt into cooler temperatures safely. But I can get out of that situation, a sleeping bag or quilt, 6 a.m., hop out, put my boots on, and go with my dog for a nice hike and not overheat. You know, once the sun fully comes over the mountains, which is about to set here in a minute, once it fully comes over, you know, I want to take these off for most activities, at least in the summer and the fall and the spring, how I've been using it. But in the winter, I would imagine I could leave these on all the time. Now, not just my take on it, but we have another colleague, Paul, up in Silverthorne, and he does skate skiing and Nordic skiing, and he has a pair of these as well, and he'll be using them this winter as a warm layer for that activity. I mean, that's a pretty high output activity, you know, but the 40 grams of the full range active insulation, this should play nicely for that. I've had these in temperatures as high as in the 50s, no problem, like it is currently. I'm wearing these and I'm not too hot. The active insulation, the full range insulation, I should say, dumps heat really well. I can't tell you how many CFM it is, but with the stretchy nano material here and that 40 grams, I have no qualm wearing these, you know, in a wide range of temperatures. Features, there's only one pocket right here. The cuffs are really tapered, as you saw earlier, very tapered, so it'll fit into a boot, no problem. It is a trim fit. For reference, I mentioned I have a 33-inch waist. These are a size large. As you can see, there's still room to stretch out to a larger waist, but they play very nicely, and there is an elastic cord in here. However, after washing these a few times, I messed up the cord. It's somewhere over here, so I've got to fish it out. But the pants are staying up, no problem whatsoever. There are no belt loops, so keep that in mind if you lose that cord. But yeah, they play nicely. They have great range of motion, no problem taking these on a hike, up and over logs. They're easy to care for. Like I mentioned, I've washed them a few times already, and they've held up to the wash. I've even dried them in the dryer, no problem. So easy to care for. And if you've seen any of our other reviews on the Nano-Air or the Nano-Air Light, or even the new Nano-Air Ultralight, then you know I'm a big fan of this particular kind of active insulation from Patagonia. It'll really lightweight too, 10 ounces for this men's large. Pack up pretty small for synthetic insulation, and yeah, they're really just quite comfortable. It's like, I treat them kind of like sweatpants, but for camping and also other activities. They're awesome. What can I tell you? I'll put a link below. Check them out on Patagonia if you'd like to. And if you get any questions I may not have answered in this video, put those in the comments below. Love to help you out, see if I can. If you have experience with the Nano-Air light pants, you'd like to share that with the audience, feel free to as well. We're always trying to learn and get better. If you found this helpful, thumbs up be appreciated. If you want to see more content from Patagonia, and I've got a lot more coming up, consider subscribing to our Engearment YouTube channel. Link right there. I'm Sean Sewell, the owner and director of Stoke for Engearment. Till next time, take care.